Dear participants, very good evening. We welcome you all for the final day of the International Faculty Development Program. We will be starting the session by 6 o'clock. I will repeat, we will be starting the session by 6 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Subarani, ma'am, you can lead the show once at 6 o'clock. You can lead the show once at 6 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all. It gives me immense pleasure to warmly welcome each one of you to the valedictory session of our 15 days International Faculty Development Program on Research Methodology, a qualitative approach organized by IIDM Tamil Nadu, Southfield College, Darjeeling, West Bengal, Chemistry Department, Standard College, Manipur. Over the past day, we have the privilege of engaging with distinguished scholars, experts, and fellow educators from around the world. This program has been a journey of deep learning, knowledge exchange, and meaningful dialogue on the foundation and advancement in research methodology. Today marks not just the end of a program, but the beginning of many new research journey for all of us. On behalf of organizing committee, I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Professor Mairembam Suresh Singh, Principal, Standard College, guest of honor, Dr. N. Chandrasekhar Singh, IQAC Coordinator, Geography Department, Standard College, Manipur. Our respected resource person, Professor Andi Absarin, Graduate Program, Makassar State University, Indonesia. Professor Nizamur, Head of Department, Faculty and Arts College, Culture, South Eastern University of Sri Lanka, Olivin. And Professor M.I.M. Kalin, Faculty of Arts and Culture, South Eastern University of Sri Lanka, Olivin. Our international participants and our dignitaries who have joined us today, especially Professor Binit Rajadurai, Program Coordinator of this event, Nirmala Niketan, Mumbai. We thank you all for being part of this FTP program and for your contribution to making it a truly global and enriching experience. Thank you, and once again, a warm welcome to everyone from the side of Chemistry Department, Standard College, Manipur. I would like to call Dr. S. Pramodini Devi to give a resource person introductory. Ma'am. Ma'am Pramodini.
Thank you, Madam Chubarani. Today's resource person, Sir Dr. Andi Asrif details. I'm giving something about her details. Dr. Andi Asrif is a dedicated scholar and educator specialist in English language education. He currently serves as a lecturer in the doctoral program in English language education, Graduate School of Universitas Negeri Makassar, UNM, Indonesia. Prior to his role, he had position of head of the institution, cooperation and international affairs of University Muhammadiyah Sidendrang Repang. Dr. is education in English language and has established himself as an active researcher in the area, including English as a foreign language, EFC pedagogy, and the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and activated practice and integration in the English language. He is a professional cooperation and prior reviewer of the academic journal. He is an active member of the several professional bodies, and Sir is an ambassador role in aligned with his work with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Sir, these are some details of our resource person. Thank you, ma'am. Please carry our resource person for today's program.
Sir, over to you. Professor Andi Absarin. Sir,
Okay,
over to you.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. And then why?
Sir, there you go. Made as a host, sir, so that you can share the screen.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for this honor, ladies and gentlemen. It's really honored to be here in the 15 Days International Faculty Development Program FDV on research methodology, a qualitative approach hybrid mode. This FDP organized by Integrated Institute of Disaster Management IIDP Tamil Nadu and Southfield College Darjeeling, West Bengal, Department of Chemistry, Standard College, Manipur of India. I'm really honored, ladies and gentlemen, to join you today to discuss an issue that silently threatens the credibility of academic publishing. That's the predatory journal. In this area driven by the pleasure to publish or perish. Many actually the researchers or scholars from undergraduate, postgraduate, or doctoral degree, I think, especially the early career scholar, are increasingly vulnerable for the deceptive publisher that exploit academic ambition for profit. And then this journal, this quiz themselves as a reputable outlet that transparency, peer review, and ethical publication standard. Ladies and gentlemen, today I will share um, and walk you through how we identify, how we avoid and outsmart this predatory trap. And I will also share based on my experience a couple years ago, and also as editor and reviewer in the some reputable journal. And then more important, and I will share the practical step to ensure your work reaches respected peer review journals with the global recognition. And through awareness and also preparation and right publishing strategy, we can uphold the integrity of the research and strengthen our scholarly contribution. Let's begin our journey today, ladies and gentlemen, for responsible academic publishing, where the quality, ethic, and also impact matter more than speed and shortcuts. Allow me share my screen. Okay. Okay. Is it visible? Okay. Again,
Yes,
thank you
sir.
so much. I'm Andi Asrifan. I'm lecturer in a doctoral program of English Department of State University of Makassar or Universitas Negeri Makassar. Um, Today I'm going to share about the predatory journal step to anticipate and prepare for the publication in reputable journal. Uh, Alhamdulillah, for until now, I'm serving more than the 33 reputable journal as editor board and also the reviewer. And let me start with what is the predatory publishing itself. Uh, Publisher and the journal categorized predatory are uninterested actually in sharing properly cited and review work or respecting the right of authors. And they are interested solely in profit and overnight authors to pay a huge publishing and presenting the fee. And some predatory journal claim to be legitimately open access, which results in scholar sometimes conflating open access with the predatory practices. So, but some the Cam journal or the Hugh the big publishing like Taylor and Francis or Springer or Elsevier, I think they also have two kinds of access, open access, and also that's a closed access. Sometime if you want to find the closed access, this I think sometimes they offer for the free of charge, and but we if we choose the golden open access, I think we have to provide the fee, and I think there are some a step to get the golden open access. And then the predatory journal actually are the product of the predatory publisher institutions that are unethical in their publishing practices by not following the proper academic and ethical standard for the publication of scholarly work. And this include lack of proper peer review, proper citation, and the charging of exorbitant fee for the publication that will never be reviewed or published in the way of that the publisher proposes. Yeah, just the visualization of the predatory unit itself that I got from the open access blog in the open access predatory journal list, where the predatory journal also seeking for the resources for the author, for the scholar. So this is like the shark, I think. Um, the next question is how can I determine the journal if the journal is considered predatory? So, ladies and gentlemen, you may scan the QR in my slide to visit the Think Check Submit or .org journal. So this platform is one of uh, the media that can help us to identify that's to consider the journal is predatory or not. So there are a number of ways to evaluate the journal as a predatory or legitimate. So be wary of the publisher without the verifiable contact information, the short time from the submission to publication. For example, just 1 day, just 2 days. I think that's the be careful for the way of the timeline of the submission. I think in the legitimate journal, I think we have some pace before we got the publication, starting from the submission in the open access journal, and then after that we will check in the first check like plagiarism or template or the scope of the journal. After that, if we complete the we will move to the second phase is uh, uh, the peer review process. So in the peer review process, sometimes we got the first round or the second round until the third or the fifth round. That's it's depend on the journal. And then I think this need a long time. Sometime one month I think is a quick, and sometime we got to one year, 6 months or 1 year. I think this depend on the journal. And then kindly check the fake editor board, and then call for the submission that arrive in the spam like email. And then journal, I think you may see if you always send your journal or publish your article through in the chapter or the journal. I think there will be many spam-like email arrive in your email to offer some the quick publication. I think that's beware for that. And a journal with no prominent display of the author fee, and then the missing of the statement of the peer review process. So Ladies and gentlemen, the predatory journal is an opportunistic publishing venue that exploit the academic needs to publish but offer little reward for those using their services. So the publish or perish. That's the scenario combined with the relative ease of launching online journal has in the first created a market ripe for the exploitation of the researchers. So some journals are predatory on purpose, while other may make mistake due to neglect, mismanagement, and inexperience. While the motivation and method vary, predatory journal have a number of common characteristics. For example, the first one is their primary goal to make the money. There will be APC fee, but I think some reputable journal will classify what for the APC is transferred. And then they do not care about the quality of the work published. So no or little editing for peer review. They make false claim to promise. For example, claim of the impact factor and indexing. So kindly check or click the link, the blue link. I think that's very easy to check. If you, for example, index in the App Store of index in Copernicus of index in blah blah blah. So kindly check or open the appscore.com, and then you just type the journal. Is it in the AppScore index or not? For example, or in the Scopus, for example, it's very easy. And then they engage in unethical business practice, and they fail to follow exact standard or best practices of scholarly publishing. And then the predatory journal exploit the new publishing model by claiming to be a legitimate open access operation. And then online predatory publisher take advantage of the golden open access model, like in the common publication publisher like Taylor and Francis or Springer, Wieland, or others publisher. Under this model article processing chart of APC provide the publisher with the income intent of subscription fees. And see, it's important that to realize that being open access doesn't make the journal predatory. Their behavior does. Ladies and gentlemen, here just the trick, a little trick to check uh, uh, to identify the journal is predatory or not. So there are two classification that I provide to you all, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is what to look for, and then what to check. So what to look for first is contact contact information. So what to check? Does the journal website provide the complete contact information, or does it include the very address? And the scope of the journal, is the journal scope multidisciplinary, or does it combine the multiple or unrelated wide-ranging field? So I'm one of the academic editor in the PLOS One. PLOS One is one of the reputable Scopus journal. That's quarter one. That's a multidisciplinary. If you check in the stimago.com, I think the Stimago will provide us the information about the journal Plus One. I'm one of the academic editor in Plus One. But in the Plus One, they classify for example, we have a big house, and then in the house we have some room. So there will be a room for the linguistic scope. There will be a room for the mathematics, for the social science, for and so on. And I'm the academic editor for the language linguistic, social science, and also the curriculum. So that's why if there are some submission touch my scope, the managing editor will handling all the paper or manuscript and forward to me in the scope of that. That's why I think this one is we underline that multidisciplinary. So multidisciplinary, it's mean that one house we have some room in the house for the publication. So the next one is the what to look for about the editor board. So what to check? Does it include the recognized affiliate expert? The tip here is contact a view and inquiry about their experience with the journal. And author fee, does the journal chart the author publications? The tip here is find out about the such charges about before the submission. The next one is what to look for. Check the quality of the article. Does the journal publish good quality? So kindly check with your department head or supervisor to gauge the quality. And the peer review process is the peer review process described on the journal website. So the tip here is most the credible journal are likely to display it. And then in indexing information that previously I in my slide, I suggest you that kindly check the website, and then sometime in the journal provide the list of the index, and then we'll provide the link, the blue, I think commonly in the blue, in the blue access, kindly check, just click and then see in detail. So is the journal index or the member of prominent publisher association, or is it the display in Index Copernicus value, for example? And then restriction policy. So does the journal have a clear policy for recalling articles? So the thief here check the journal policy or its instruction to authors. So next one is pitch for author. Does the journal guarantee the publication or quick peer review? The tip here, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably isn't. And then the email invitation. So does the journal or its editor and staff all have institutional or the journal affiliated email address, or just the private email address? Sometimes if the legitimate journal sometimes provide from the journal affiliated email or the institutional email. Ladies and gentlemen, here just I got from the University Grant Commission of India, the Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics, UGC CARE, some list of clone journal. You may check here. Just scan this QR, and then you will see some clone journal in this website. Let me see to help you. Okay, let me check. Let me just okay. Can you check as the try to open this website? Now this very slow bandwidth, I think. Oh, a slow bandwidth. Okay, you may check. We'll share one of the link, and This one, let me check in the group, in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen. And there's problem in my bandwidth. Okay, allow me to share again my screen. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's I have shared the link for this list of the clone journal provided from the University Grant Commission Consortium for Academic and Research Ethics. Um, this is based on my experience, ladies and gentlemen. TESOL, e.g., the teaching English as a second or foreign language. This is based my experience. Okay, let me see. This is the legitimate or the fake journal. Okay, let's check this one. TESOL slash sub dot org and blah blah blah. And then I'm one of the reviewer in this journal. So from the Thomas Robb, the managing editor. So here I go the invitation. For example, in the November 28th, to review the reading circle trial for increased engagement of EFL learner in extensive reading. So let me see this domain tesult slash sub.org. So if we check in the Stimago or Stimago, this one, the only one journal provide in this platform, TESOL TG from the United States. But unfortunately, if we check the homepage of this one, let me see directly. Uh, Need to stop my screen in this Chimago. Chimago, okay. Allow me to share my screen. Okay, this one. Okay, Tesel AG. Okay, the only one, ladies and gentlemen. The only if we click this one, this journal is quartile 1 0.41 417. Wow, that's great. And in high index 15. This but unfortunately, if we click this homepage, this one homepage, because commonly the researchers or the scholar will find the link of the legitimate journal through this platform, schimagogr.com. The website will show us this one. Check this one. Okay. Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, this is legitimate or not? Okay, okay, this one. Okay, okay, this one. And then how about the website? This one. Let me see. Okay, okay, okay. Allow me to share again. Okay. 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 This is is this the legitimate or the clone journal or this one? Okay, so be careful for this for this case. There are many journal, I think 100 journal or 1,000 maybe journal we will like this one for these cases. Okay, like this one. Okay, this one or this one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So I think you may analyze through you identify the classification of the journal. Is it the predatory or the clone journal based on my explanation, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, let's move to the next case. What is the fake clone or predatory journal? The clone journal, this phenomenon is also commonly known the hijack journal or the clone journal. The clone journal web page are counterfeit mirror of an authentic journal that exploit the title of ISSN of the legitimate journal. That's different with the fake or the predatory journal. Ladies and gentlemen, it's also called fraudulent, deceptive, or predatory journal. The publication that claim to be legitimate scholar journal, but misrepresent their publication practice. That's really different. So the clone journal is counterfeit the authentic journal. But the predatory journal, that's the journal. But the publication process misrepresent their publishing practices. That's different. And then we have to aware for the both of the this kind of journal. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my based of my experience a couple years ago. Come from the linguistic research from the Kyung Hee University in Republic of Korea. This is a quartile two, if I forget, in the linguistic research from Republic of Korea. um, I got the information from the social media, and then I'm trying to send my manuscript through the OGS journal, but I didn't know that's the clone journal or not. But I sent through the OGS, not directly to the person, but through the OGS, and then this is the confirmation about my submission email. And then in the next 3 days, I got acceptance later. Wow, that's great. And congratulations, your research paper has successfully accepted in our journal Linguistic Research in 2021. The Flume 238 is to one winter. So and the journal asked me to pay $250 by PayPal, and then after that I got the attachment. This one, the acceptance letter, and then some evaluation about my paper, like this one, and then recommendation publication like this one. So that's a clone. So almost I see, wow, this is legitimate journal, I think. And then and fortunately, I after I send by PayPal, and then I see, I think this is not the legitimate journal. If I see domain, this one domain of this email, shashfokim.com. Shashfokim. Wow, this is the fake journal, the clone journal. And then I claim to get my money back from to PayPal by sending some the improvement like the screenshot communication, and then unfortunately I got my money back from the PayPal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move to some useful tool for identify the predator journal. This is the two from, I think there are many platforms that can help us to identify the predator journal before sending your manuscript to the next page of the publication or on the journal itself. You may access this website or scan through the QR in app.lib.ulig.b or in bellist.net. I think this platform will help us. You just find the journal. Is it your journal target listed in this platform or not to identify the predatory journal? And then another platform from the Australian government. Australian government provide us in the TESCA
Excuse me, sir.
to yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Is it clear,
Sir,
this one?
sir, it's now time to question for the
Oh yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
participant.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is from Predatory Journal A to C from the Australian government, and then this is the flu from the OGS editor and publishing processes, starting from your submission until your article published, ladies and gentlemen. And then this one to sharpen your skill before writing your manuscript. You may follow the research academy or elsevier.com and follow all the courses here, starting from the how you prepare your research until you communicate your research, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share my experience to you based on my uh, I think there are many cases that I have faced in my life, and then that's really honored to be here to meet some professor and a scholar around the world in this platform. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening from Indonesia. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful session. Any participants, any question? They have all clear about that. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
I think I have one question here. Do you have any suggestion or skill development or any resources? Okay, that's really great uh, question. I can provide one of the tips here. Okay. Mm, allow me to share my screen. Commonly, uh, commonly journal. I think. Okay. Commonly journal will accept uh, the article with some classification based on the guide author guidelines. If we after we check that's the legitimate or journal or not, I think prepare yourself by understanding about the journal itself through researchacademy.elsevier.com that I provide in my slide just now. And I think through the platform, so the course will provide us the best uh, I think the best journal there should be a 4 year article. For example, here in Taylor and Francis. Allow me to share my screen. Taylor and Francis. Where is that? Okay. Okay, this one. Okay, allow me to share my screen. Okay, some famous journal will provide like this one. For example, one of the famous journal is Taylor and Francis. Uh, will provide this one, Journal Suggester. Elsevier, I think, have two, Elsevier and also Sage or Wiley, will provide us journal suggester. So this one is helping us to find the best home for your research article. You just paste your keyword or abstract here, and then we refill the journal there. So this platform which provide us the best journal for our abstract or the keyword. I think this is very easy to use this one for the best journal for our article. And then on the other hand, most of the journal will uh, instruct us to follow this one. This is based on my experience, and then I try to provide this one. For example, in the title, ladies and gentlemen, so there are some characteristic of good title. For example, the first, clarify. So use the clear language and avoid the vague term. And then the scriptiness, length, sometimes the concise title 10 to 15 word max, I think, and then that's still informative. And then we have also subtitle. And then the next we move to the abstract. Abstract, the structure of the abstract is background, objective, method, result, and conclusion. And then in the keyword sometimes 4 to 6 relevant keyword. And then there are the selection of keyword here. Focus on a specific concept. Consider the term that potential reader might use to search for our work. And then in introduction will consist of background of information, literature gap, research question, objective, and structure of the paper. And sometimes some journal instruct us to provide the literature review, and also sometimes not. Just follow the IMRAT introduction method, but some journal in the author guideline instruct the author to provide the literature review. So literature review, I think we should provide a summary of the key study, thematic organization, critical analysis, identify the gap, and theoretical framework. And then the methodology, in the methodology, the content of methodology, I think we have to provide the research design, participant, material and tool, procedure, this analysis, and ethical consideration. So it's depend on the research methodology conducted of the author. For example, it will be different qualitative and the quantitative, or the mixing method, the qualitative and the combined with the quantitative. And then in the result, we have to provide the data presentation, narrative description, statistical reporting, and also avoid the interpretation. And in discussion, we have to provide the interpretation of the finding, comparison with the literature, implication, limitation, and also the future research direction. And the last, in this conclusion has the three parts here. The first one is summary of the key finding, significant, and call to action. And the references, I think this depend on the author guidelines. Some journal instruct us to follow the API. Some also in MLA or Chicago. It depend on the journal. And acknowledgement, if applicable, and then also appendix, it depend on the journal guideline. I think that's hopefully it's answer your question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful session, for your expertise.
Thank you.
Way
Thank
of
you so much.
approach.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So I will
Now,
share my presentation, my previous slide. Ladies and gentlemen, kind white, I share this one. Okay. Okay. I will share this one. And then share in the chat. Okay. I have shared.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hopefully, yeah.
Now,
Hopefully it can support all your academic session, dear ladies and gentlemen.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir. But now it's time to with another resource person, Madam Pramodini, Chemistry Department. Please, Madam, for the introduction of the resource person, Professor Nizamur, Head of Department, Faculty and Arts,
Thank you, Madam.
Culture and
Thank you, Madam. Our second resource person, Professor Kapoor Nizamur, Head of the Department, Senior Lecturer in Geography, Department of Geography, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, Olivier, Sri Lanka. Sir is experienced in teaching and research activities in geography, GIS, RS, UAB application, coastal geomorphology. More than 8 years, he is an more than 8 year experience in teaching and workshop programs for preparation, and Sir is participate in workshop in different countries, more than 12. Sir is participate and contribute in the symposium more than 2. He is a published article in research journals, more than 18 research journal. So he's participate and he is contribute in a conference publication in more than 5, and a member of the professional bodies more than 7. He is contribute to the research reviewer. Sir is also reviewer more than 8 papers, and Sir is contribute to the university development. Sir is very extinguished in the field of the geography. So Sir, please carry on our today's lecture. Thank you, sir. Please carry on.
Yes, so thank you so much, ma'am, for the brief introduction about him. Let me talk few words about him. So he is not only a professor alone. Recently, he has published in Q1 journal, right? Publishing in Q4, it's a big task. But these people are really doing an amazing work. We had a proper MOU with Southeastern University of Sri Lanka level regarding conferences as well as research methodology workshops. On behalf of that MOU only, we have invited Professor Khalil as well as Mr. Nijamir, head of the Department of Geography and Department Faculty of Arts and Culture, to talk about publication. And recently he has published in Q1 for free of cost, and he will be guiding us regarding how to publish in this Q1 journal. This is just a orientation. I know that we can't be completed everything at a stretch. So we thought of having one more session along with the experts to how to deal with the publication in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So it is really our prestige and honor to welcome both the legends, both Professor Nijamir as well as senior professor and foundation member of Southeastern University, Professor Dr. M.I.M. Khalil sir, and from Sri Lankan authorities. And now, without much delay, let me hand over the session to Mr. Nijamir sir, head of the Department of Geography, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, all level. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Bennett sir, and thank you so much, organizing committee of this FTB program. And very good evening, all of the participants. Let me share my slides. So it's visible?
Yes, Nijam, it's visible.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
Yes, visible.
Yeah. Okay.
Nizamin sir.
Ah.
Good evening.
Good evening, Rosini madam.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Okay. Shall we start?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Nazmin. How are you?
Okay.
Hello. Can you see me?
Hello, madam. How are you?
Nice to meet you online.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
I'm good. Okay, all the best.
So it's actually the publishing in Q1 journal. It's a tough title that was given.
Sir, Nijami, sorry for the interruption. Your voice is too low. Could you increase the volume, please? Your voice is too low. Participants find difficult to listen because we are having a huge YouTube stream also, please.
Okay, okay. Now, actually,
Yes,
Bennett, sir, it's here it's raining heavily. Yeah, might be some tower issues. It's now okay?
Yes, chalo, beta,
Now
chalo.
it's clear.
Fine.
Okay. So, publishing in Q1 journal. So, as scholars and researchers, we understand that publishing is not just about sharing our findings. It's about contributing meaningfully to the field, gaining recognition, and building a career in academic and research. So basically, I start with a few about the research. We all know that we all are academic and researchers. We know about the research. The research is actually searching again and again in order to find, facts, right, which is useful for decision making. So that research actually is drafted as a paper. For that's a research paper. You can see here the formal way of sharing your original research with the academic and scientific community, usually by publishing it in a journal, conference proceeding, or book chapter. So the academics are doing research, but there is a significant challenge in publishing it in a high impact factor journal. So that commonly we are experienced, and it also quite a tough task. So I am just going to explain a few about how to publish in Q1 journals, which I experienced, which I did, and which I get published. So I wanted to explain few about the emerging predatory journals, but our previous resource person has explained it very well. And that also the emerging predatory journals, that also it's like a risk to our academic community. It's spreading like a virus, right? So by 2021, 15,000 predatory journals published around 787,000 articles. So think about what these papers are, published and where those are going. And, they are actually the worthless and without any citations and without any international recognition. So it is actually not the new researchers and the readers are mistakes, or they are the major victims for these predatory journals. Sometimes, as our previous resource person explained, they are clone journal, or sometimes they are hijacked, similar as the authentic journal. So we should be careful in publishing or selecting journals when we're publishing or when we go for publication process. So here you can use, it's a widely used domain website, Bell's List. So here you can identify the predatory journals and hijacked or cloned journals, and you can search with this domain. So my next question is, why we need a Q1 journals? So for an example, we have a entrepreneur. They are making or manufacturing product. So if they put a hard work on that, and at the end of the day, they sell it in the local market. But if they put some modification, if they put some hard work further that they already did, there is a possibility to sell their product to the international market for for much comparatively high amount of money that is sold to the local market. So what they are doing, they just selling into their local market without for a lower income. So this is how our works also, we are putting a hard work, and at the end of the day, we just published in a predatory journals, or we are forced. But once we work hard and as we did for drafting paper, we work for publishing, we can get international recognitions. Once we get published a paper from a Q1 journals, I'm always recommending you to go for Q1 journals because they are the best quality. I will explain how they are categorized in a Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So all these about once you publish in a Q1 journal, you suddenly get citations. What's happening once you publish a research paper in Q1 journal? Those institutes like Clarivate Analytics, Elsevier, Taylor and Francis, they have the subscribers all over the world. Once our paper is published in their website, those papers immediately shared in those subscribers all over the world. So the credibility of our Q1 paper is very high based on the rigorous review and their quality in nature actually. So we get citations, which is the international credibility and international recognitions to our paper. So always when we work hard, we should go for Q1 paper. So in that case, academic recognition and credibility is very high for the Q1 journal compared to other journals, and visibility is very high. Visibility. So once you publish, it is shared all over the world where the indexation is provided. And career advancement. We can develop our careers actually when we go for an interview or go for a job in the field of academic or research organizations. They are looking for the Q1 journals. They know how tough it is getting published. So that's our career advancement and opportunities for collaborations. So once we get a paper published from Q1 or in a very high impact journal, so the people will ask for the collaborations. So in order to get the recognition to them as well. So we frequently, once we publish a paper, frequently people email you, or they will ask for collaborations to get a paper published with your supports and grant and funding. So funding opportunities is very high for the papers or others who are having a Q1 papers and research excellence. Once you get a paper published in Q1 papers, your research excellence is that's in the top level. That's actually in the top level. You can indicate in your CVs, the index Web of Science here, the list of my papers from Web of Science here, my papers from Scopus. So you can list out. So always when you in the academic field, the people only looking for on the CVs about the Q1. And in several other countries also, once you have Q1 journal, or if you have the Q1 journal papers, they are willing to give scholarships, right? Scholarship opportunities to study master or PhDs in the international universities. So that's actually that's how we select Q1 journals to get our paper published. So this is, I wanted to explain you the categorizations of Q1, Q2, and Q3. So it's all about the citation metrics, right? Citation metrics. I think you all know about the citation metrics. So if you see the Q1, what is the Q1 stands for? That is a quartile one. The top 25 journals out of 100 journals in the same field. That is actually the Q1. I think the people might be here who already submitted to Q1 journals or who try to publish there. They know how it is, how tough this process is. So, and the Q2 next 25 until up to 50%, and Q3 50 to 75%, and Q4 the last 25%. That is based on the citation metrics of the journals gets citations. So that's based on the citation metrics. The journals reflect impact factors. That is journal impact factor, SCImago journal ranks, and CITES score. So moving to the CITES score, once you visit in a journal homepage, the journal, each and every, that's I have put a few examples here. You can see that's in the applied geography, it's a Q1 journal. That's in the Elsevier journal company. So you can see once you visit in the website, in the homepage, you can see the CITES score and the impact factor. So based on this, we go for we can also identify the rate or metrics of the citations. So how the CITES score is determined? That's actually, for example, if you want to CITES score, that is citation in year to documents published in the past 4 years by number of documents published in the past 4 years. So this is how it is calculated or it is considered. So for an example, CITES score in 2024, if you want to find or calculate the CITES score of 2024, so we should consider the citation in 2024 to articles published in 2020-23. So the previous 4 years. So the journal company, the journal office that share these details actually. So so that's by number of documents published in 2022-23, same 4 years. So if you can see a particular journal receives 1,200 citation in 2022 to articles published in the previous 4 years. That's 2022-2023. So total published documents in 2022-2023 are 300. So CITES score is determined 1,100 by, the citations by the journal, the documents, the total documents. So when we solve this, the CITES score is getting as 4. So that is what it is reflected in the journal homepage. So when you're looking for a high impact factor journal, always you just check this journal CITES score as well. Then only our paper also will be getting much citations because their recognition is very high. And next case is the impact factor. So that also the same case with the small, small deviations, right? So impact factor is considered as a citation in year to item published in previous 2 years. Number of citable items published in those 2 years. So for the CITES score, that's total documents. But for the impact factor, that is citable items such as the papers, reviews, the proceedings. So those are the citable items. So, for example, 500 citations in 2024 to the articles published in 2022 to 2023. So that the same previous 2 years, right? So 100 citable items published in the same 2 years. Therefore, we can find the impact factor of 2024 is 500 by 100. That's 5. That is actually the journal impact factor. So this also reflected in journal homepage. So site score versus impact factor. That's I have tabled here how that is actually considered. That for the Scopus, that's under Elsevier, that's 4 years, but in the journal impact factor, that is actually the provider is Clarivate Web of Science, that's considered for 2 years, and that updated monthly. The site score is updated monthly, and impact factor is updated annually. So that's and the formula that we already discussed, and document types, all types that I already mentioned, the whole documents, articles, reviews, conference paper, etc. But here only citable items, articles, and reviews. And coverage, broad more journals included in the impact in the Clarivate Analytics. That the selective, more selective, that's they are high quality journals they are including. And transparency also, more transparent. Scopus shows detailed breakdowns, and the Clarivate doesn't publish all raw data. And quartile usage, actually, that in the Scopus they use Q1 to Q4, and the Web of Science, so JCR quartile list, that's also in the same. And moving to the challenges in publishing, this is actually this is what we consider, that is the publishing a paper from Q1 is a tough task. But the proper planning might assist us to get a paper published from a Q1 journal, and I believe that hereafter you'll be able to at least try for Q1 journals. So here you have to choose the right journal. Choosing a right journal is a major challenge in publishing in Q1 journal, actually. So when we after drafting a very good paper, suddenly what we are doing, we didn't see the scope of the journal, right? We suddenly find a good journal in say of course Q1 journal, and we submit it. So what the editor or editor-in-chief reply us is, this is not the place you are going to publish your paper, right? You publish your paper elsewhere. Or he would recommend few papers which is aligning with your paper. The scope is aligning with your paper. So that's very important. Always try to choose a right journal. So that is the major challenge. We are frequently getting rejected once we email or once we submit a paper to Q1 journal. And writing and formatting. Writing is also a tough task. It's like it should be very rigorous, and it should be very robust, right? So it should explain all of those things, and methodology should be rigor, and we have to address all the issues and all of things. Once that should be attractive, and on top of that, it should be innovative. That should be contributing to the field. Actually, that's those papers we should formulate, actually. And quality and novelty. That's our paper should be very in the very quality, and novelty should be there. We should contribute to the existing knowledge, And time and patience. Time and patience. That also, we don't have actually the patience, right? And considering all these challenges, this is the very important one. Getting a paper published from Q1 takes more than 1 year, right? So that's we should be patient, and we should give time and peer review. It's a long it takes a long time to get the papers from the reviewers, right? Normally the papers are sent to more than 2 reviewers who are the subject expert, so they get time. So once our paper gets, each line is numbered and sent to the reviewers. So they A to Z, the reviewers are finding, and always they ask questions. We have to justify, and we have to satisfy them in the review reports. That is very important. It takes one time. Again, they ask after, for example, in the first round, we address all the comments, then we submit. Again, they would ask some questions. Again, in the second round, we have to address and submit it. Again, suppose they may ask for third rounds, if they only have some doubts or clarification. So this is how the peer review process is there. And ethical issues and plagiarism. That's the editorial assistant process is initially screening to detect the plagiarism. Once we find plagiarism detected in a certain level, that is rejected from the desk. And the publication fees. So publication fees is a challenge, but I can give some tricks at the end of this slide. At the end of this session, I would give some tricks how to publish in Q1 journal without any cost, right? Without any cost. So there are a few ways in publishing a Q1 journal without paying any penny. So we will discuss that. And so moving on to the process of publishing in Q1 journal. So once we submit a paper, that totally is checked by editorial assistant, the correct formatting. Each journal follows different formats and required sections like abstract, keywords, figures, references, etc. Plagiarism screening and ethical declarations. We should reflect, or we should disclose the conflict of interest. So they are very strong in this conflict of interest in writing the papers. And if you see, after submitting, the rejection rate is very high. Right? Only if in the 100 papers, only 10% is accepted, right? And the acceptance rate is very low. So you can see I have highlighted few replies from the editorial chief editor, right? Rejection after peer review. That here you can see the desk rejects or rejection before peer review. So once we publish the paper, you can have highlighted here the paper does not align closely enough with the current focus and scope of the journal. So this is actually desk rejection immediately. Once you submit, immediately you will get the reply from the editor-in-chief. That is called desk rejection. So that is why, because we didn't select a proper journal, actually. That is the issue of the rejection. So, and rejection after the peer review, actually. So, getting accepted or getting our paper forwarded to the reviewers is, more than happy, is an indication that 50% of our paper would be accepted. But there are chances to be rejected after peer review, right? Based on the comments of the reviewers. right? I have highlighted here limited novelty over existing methods and insufficient experimental validation. So lack of validation and lack of theoretical rigor in the proposed model. So this is, and again, there is another case is encouraging rejection, submit to elsewhere. So this also we encourage you. So once we submit a paper to Q1, you might receive these sort of replies. We encourage you to address the reviewers' comments and consider submitting the revised work to more specialist journal. So this is actually the nice way of rejecting our paper after peer review. So this is actually, you can see here, another common reply, I don't think our journal is the right place for the manuscript you have written. So this is also a smooth way of rejecting our papers from the editor-in-chief. So what next? What we do next? So now we know the issues and challenges of drafting, getting a published paper in Q1, and so what next is we have to write a quality journal, high quality journal. That should be so. With the lower quality, with the normal paper, we cannot blame the journal office that they are frequently rejecting our papers. So first, we should in our field, we happen to see several papers. One, there is a chance to be selective for the very good papers. So once we identify it's a high quality paper, we can go for Q1 journals, right? So it should be, once you find a novelty, right, after your literature review, once you find novelty, you can go for Q1. And significance, it should be it should be in the significance of field, and methodology should be strong and a clear structure and writing, without the fluff, and we call it as academic writing. And this is a structure, and journal also suggests structure sources. So, and choosing a right journal, actually, that is for SCIMACO journal rank. That's the website is here. The journal, you can choose the right journal based on your field, right? I can share. Let me share this. So it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is actually SCIMACO journal ranks. Here you can find all all categories, all subject areas. Here you can just search this, and year wise you can see, and regions, all you can give here. The listed, all the lists are available, and based on the CITES score and everything, you can also download from this download category, and you can see the Excel data how they're continuing this. So say for an example, we can find a very good journal that's that Ocean and Postal Monitor. So just search it. So ocean and coastal monitoring, it's a database. It's all about the ocean and coastal management. It's a Q1 journal, right? You can see it's from 1999 to 2021. So if you click this quarter one, so it's Q1 is continuing and site score is increasing. You can see here, and total document publication also, that's increasing. So all these and citation is highly increasing for this journal. So you can check as I did the same. You can also filter based on your paper. So based on your so I'm moving to so that is SCIMAGO journal ranks, and you can see the citation reports from Clarivate, and scope alignment, acceptance rates, publication timeline, open access policy. So that is actually, they ask for open access policy. Once it is published, it is accessible all the readers, but we have to pay for that. So, and journal, follow the journal guidelines rigorously. So it's also, we have to make impact to the editor-in-chief that we have drafted a paper in accordance with the journal requirements. So unless we do, without any, deviating from the journal requirements, they won't accept our papers actually. So scope should be double checked. We have to check the scope actually. We have to read most of the academics or authors are not reading the scope of the journal. They're only looking for how easily get a paper published. But we have to, as I mentioned, we have to give time, right? It's very important. And getting a feedback before submitting. So once you get a paper drafted, you may ask feedbacks from the internal peers who might already published already in the Q1, or who are in the experts in the fields. You can get some feedbacks. So most young academics are not getting feedbacks from in the senior people. So that is also one of the reasons why our paper is getting rejected. So always try to get some feedbacks from our reliable people, right? There may be some issues. Sometimes those senior people might ask authorship, right? Co-authorship. So so if you find any reliable people who are very supportive, you can get feedbacks from them. And always, at the end of the day, for the non-native speakers, English speakers, the general comments from the chief editor or the reviewers is polish the paper, or academically polish the paper. So for this task, we can get some language editing services. So we can find a person, native speaker, so we can get some comments and get polished our paper. Then we can, it's better to submit our paper at the end of the day. And submission, actually, we are at the end of the process, and submit thoughtfully. So write a compelling covering letter. So always we have to write a very good covering letter, inclusive covering letter, including it should explain our methodology, why it's important to the field, what is the significance of the paper, what is the interest of, and you should express your interest in publishing the journal. So all inclusive, you have to write a covering letter, and you should address why your paper fits to this journal and emphasize the novelty and impact. And there is a chance, there is a, in some journals, when we submit a paper, at the end of the day, we can exclude a few reviewers. When we submit the paper to the journal, they listed out the reviewers of the particular field. So we can, we have the access to exclude some people, some reviewers from that. So if it is, it's not all, it's available not all the journals, but very few journals they give this because of some, you might already work with them, with those reviewers, or they may be your friends, they may be your colleagues. So you can exclude those before you submit your papers in a Q1 journal. So then you submit your paper, and after submission, after your review, you would get the review report. So these are few reports I got from the reviewers. Why I just displayed here. We have to address every reviewer's comment carefully, right? We have to address all the reviewers' comments carefully. We have to satisfy them. Otherwise, they would ask questions again and again, and justify your responses when you disagree. There may be chances. All of the questions are, not fit for answering, right? Sometimes they might misunderstood, and we can just justify this is not the case, but this is the real case. So after that, they would realize the fact, and they would accept. So that we have to justify our disagree, in a very formal way, and be polite and structured in a rebuttal letter. So you can see we always these are the comments, and the blue sentences shows all of the replies for each comments. So we have to thank to the reviewers, and we answer the question what they have done, what they have asked actually. Otherwise, that is worthless. So it's a careful steps after getting our paper review, right? So we should be the academics should be careful in handling the revisions, right? And sorry, and so it's my final remarks actually. I wanted to share with you that the important part of getting a paper from Q1 journal is the time, right? We have to give time for the review, and the patience is very important. And some for the academics, APC, article processing charges, not an issue, right? Normally Q1 journals are getting paid actually $1,000 to $5,000. So it's unaffordable in a normal academic without any fund or without any project. But in several journals, right, there is a chance to publish in a free of charge. So I can explain it. So always when we submit a paper, the journal office would ask us the embargo or agreement. So for example, I published a paper in Q1 without paying any APC. But what I did, that the APC of that particular paper is 2,600 Swiss franc. It's around more than 10 lakh Sri Lankan money. Sorry. So there is an option, right? They ask for the open access. Otherwise, we can go for embargo. That is called normally the ban. So they would ask 1 year or 2 years limitations, right? After publishing our papers in the journal, they would send final copy to us, the publication copy to us, but they would ask us, you would never publish this, upload this paper anywhere else, right? We cannot, after going for this embargo, we cannot, it's not in open access, right? It's not in open access. So that embargo also, after 1 year or 2 years, maximum they give 2 years, but we can use our papers, we can locally share our colleagues, but we cannot, we cannot upload our paper into the Google Scholar or ResearchGate or any other websites. But what the journals do, they keep the paper. Anyone wants to read, they have to pay and download it. So this is a very good way of getting our paper published, because we at the end of the day we get the final paper, and we can share, we can email, we can we can share our papers, and our citation also would increase, because that already have subscriptions from the universities and academic institutions all over the world. So the people who who are the problem with the APC, it's a very good idea of going for the embargo or not for the open access. So if it is a funded project or if it is affordable, we can go for the open access policy. So that is anyone can download and read. So this is actually the few tips I thought to give, thought to share with you at the end of these slides. So I'm always happy to answer the questions. So comments if you have. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Bennett sir and Rosini madam. I'm very delighted to see you all again through this FPB program, and thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful session. Super. Thank you, sir.
Yes, dear participants, now the floor is open for discussion. Those who want to ask your doubts, you can ask only for 10 minutes, followed by we have a formal valedictory address by Professor M.I.M. Khalil sir.
Right, okay.
So congratulations all of you for publishing in Q1 Journal in your future endeavors.
Yes, so thank you so much, sir, for the beautiful presentation. And indeed, we are very happy and definitely under your guidance. In the upcoming days, we are also sure about that we will publish our paper in the Q1 or Q2 or Q3 journals, sir. In future, we definitely will be having one more session with you in the detailed version, sir. So thank you so much, dear participants. I have given what was that the ID, the feedback form. I have given the feedback form in the group. So those who want, kindly fill the form as soon as possible. Now let me hand over the session to Subbarani ma'am to take care of the valedictory session.
Thank you, sir. Now it's now time to introduce our resource person, Dr. Khalid. Madam, Dr. S.
Dear resource person, we have learned a lot of application, interesting topics from our first and second resource person. Now it is the time for our third resource person, the last resource person, Professor M.M. Khalil, Faculty of Art and College, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, Oliville. Professor M.M. Khalil is a distinguished Sri Lankan scholar and educator who was born on May 12, 1961. Sir is getting his PhD in geography from University of Madras in 2010. He is the esteemed position in the professor and become the knowledge in the field of geography. His scholarly endeavor have left at both national and international journals in numerous research publications. To his name, he is improved his work in over 12 books. Among them, 3 are nationally and internationally journals. And the third is physical geography, human geography, and particle geography, and so on. Is extremely in the field of geography. Sir is also worked as a dean from August 2002 to February 2007. Sir also has a role as a subject or coordinator for geography in the Department of Social Science in the same institute in 1996. And Sir, our resource person, Sir, served as an academic advisor for the Faculty of Art and Culture from 1996 to 1997. And our Sir also is a member of the Convocation Committee in 2001 to 2002, and also so many committees members. Sir is very extreme worker. She as a various committees, including the research committee, library committee, and so on. His leadership extends associate with the Southeastern University Teacher Association, where he served as the vice president from 1996 to 2003, and the Senior Academic Common Room Association, where he served as the president from 2011 to 12. In addition to his administrative governance rules, Sir also contribute his academic publication and conference are noteworthy. He served as a co-editor for Eastern University Sri Lanka and the Student Handbook 2005, and Sir is the chief editor for the Journal of Faculty of Art and Culture. He involved in national committee, including serving as a chief examiner in geography. Sir also act as a share his extreme for the boarding committee, produce more than 18 television programs, and Sir his multi-society education comprises. Sir is a diverse contribution to the academia and education community have an indelible mark to the educational landscape in Sri Lanka. His tireless effort and the dedication to the fostering academic excellence and student well-being are truly commendable. Sir is very excellent for his work in the field of the research, in the field of the for the society, and the field of his academic career, and so on. Sir is very proudful for our resource person. Please carry on our Sir topic to this our session. Please carry on, Sir.
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am, for the wonderful introduction about resource person. And let me talk a few words about Professor Dr. M.I.M. Khalil. And if you people might not know about who is Khalil, and he is the founder of Southeastern University, and there are various founding members are there. And he is a chairperson as well as professor as well as founder of this university. And he is a senior most faculty in the Department of Geography, Faculty of Arts and Culture. So we had a MOU with the particular university to conduct various international conference, followed by the workshops, followed by the research methodology courses. So when I was approaching him to ask to deliver the validity address, without any delay, he accepted our invitation. So he will be giving the validity address for 10 minutes, and then we will have a feedback session, and then we will go for the concluding speech. Over to you, Khalil, sir.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Bennett and Research Methodology Committee. Good evening. Today, contemporary problem faced by researchers, global review. This best or I would like to explain about the topic clearing. It is not a research problem. It is the clearing defines research face many obstacles during the research. We have no globally countries here. There are different problems faced by researchers during the research work. We look at the two parts of the researchers. First, struggle on development country researchers, developed country researchers. Okay. Now, overview. Second, country typical. Third, public affairs and culture. The challenges technology and ethical problem. Right. Overview. Now, research is the for human progress, proving with knowledge, solve critical global challenges. Areas like health, technology, and climate change. However, the researchers limited contribution to the society. Some contemporary problem faced by the researchers. Sorry. Funding, typical. Resources, inquiry, facing cost, challenges, technology, political, area. Funding, typical. Some excess the funding. One the most pressing issue, the increasing difficulty research funding, grant, government, sponsor, research budget between globally developing country, many problem. Some impact pricing funding. Research funding, comparative funding, ethical, some issue the plagiarism and data motivation, any coverage problem. The publish press culture. Sorry, wait. Sorry. Ethical demands, plagiarism. Pleasurism, one process publish growth. Pleasurism should be only English medium, the writer pleasurism. In Tamil or India, not pleasurism. Data in ethical challenges. Wait. Barrier to access and collaboration area. Licensing and provenance, many important research articles located many problem, open science movement, technological gaps. The challenges of technology. Sorry.
Hello, sir.
Sorry.
சார் நீங்க ஃபைனலா பேசி முடிச்சிடலாம் சார்.
Okay.
நீங்க பேசி முடிக்கவும் முடிச்சிடலாம்.
Okay, sir. Finished. Okay.
Yes. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for giving the introduction about the problems of researchers. And you talked about funding difficulties, and you talked about challenges of technology. And you talked about ethical dilemmas and barriers to access to collaboration. And it is really happy, sir. Thank you for giving this speech. Yes, sir. And dear participants, and now we are happy to release the official brochure of the day. And as I told you previously that we are having one more important thing is that is nothing but we are going to have an international conference on marginalized communities. So we are going to have this international event in Sri Lanka. Last year we had the same event in Sri Lanka, and now last year we had about current social problems, and this time we thought of having this event in same Sri Lanka with a various topic called 2 days multidisciplinary international conference on digital inequality and social stratification, the impact of technology on marginalized communities. So this will be the days of the international conference is 20th and 21st, which falls on Tuesday and Wednesday in the month of May. So participants, those who are interested to participate in online, you are most welcome. Those who are interested to participate in offline, you are most welcome. And the amount quoted here is 44,444 for your 2 ways travel and your 3 days stay in Sri Lanka, and food for all the days, as well as conference followed by the sightseeing. So entire trip will be included here. And for this international forum, we need this international conference was organized by the postgraduate unit for the Faculty of Arts and Culture, the South Eastern University of Sri Lanka, followed by University of Agricultural Sciences, Raichur, Karnataka, India, and Southfield College, Darjeeling. So it's a beautiful initiative by Southfield College, authorities. I went to Darjeeling last week. We had a good offline session myself along with doctoral scholar Divakar and myself along with the senior psychologist Mr. Rajshekhar. We went to Darjeeling for offline event. It is a beautiful event. And not only a beautiful event, it's a beautiful college and all the faculties are really hardworking. And we enjoyed the session there. So this college only organizing the same event and in collaboration with IIDM, Integrated Institute of Disaster Management, under the tutelage of Dr. Vasudevan, and St. Jude's College under the tutelage of Dr. Annette, Associate Professor and Principal in charge of this, and from the Department of Sociology. So it is a multidisciplinary conference. Any faculty can send you a paper and anybody can be the author. What was that? Want to join as a coordinator? You are most welcome to join. Want to join as a collaborator? You are most welcome to collaborate. And for all the coordinator as well as the collaborator, we will be giving you a formal, we will be giving about the SUEL, about the Agricultural University of Sciences, about Southfield College, and about the college. And this for the guidance of abstract and points to remember. We will be releasing the abstract, what was that, brochure shortly in the group. And those who are interested, you can join in the Sri Lanka group. And regarding this is itinerary about the event, that when we are going to reach Sri Lanka and what about our presentation and each and everything we have given very clearly. So the boarding point is from Chennai. Meanwhile, bunches of people have planned to come from Calcutta. For those people from Darjeeling authorities, we have been booking the tickets from Calcutta to Sri Lanka and Sri Lanka to Calcutta. So there will be 3 boarding points. One is from Chennai to Sri Lanka, and another one is from Bombay to Sri Lanka, and another one is from Calcutta to Sri Lanka. Those who want to join with us, you are most welcome to join. And since it is a tourist spot, you can come with your parents or you can come with your families. You are most welcome to join. And the special discounts definitely will be given for physically challenged people as well as the people who are coming in bulk. Okay. And we are not commercial based. We are an educationist. So completely all this money will be wisely used for the Sri Lankan conference. Okay. The last month, in the month of February, bunches of people, 19 people, we went to Sri Lanka, all well. Now, currently, we are organizing in Colombo, the same university having the study center in Colombo. So, we are having this event on Colombo. Previously, we have organized this event in Olwell, one of the beautiful village. We have enjoyed the Olwell scenario like anything. And there we had a sequence of presentation. And I was really shocked by the way the people have done the presentation and the seriousness they have showed for the presentation level. So sincerely, all the arrangements has been done beautifully by Professor Khalil as well as Professor Nijami sir to the more than their level. Okay, and they have given us everything. And this is the itinerary for Sri Lanka. And kindly you can go through this itinerary. Anyway, we will be sending you the itinerary through WhatsApp also, so that you can cross check. And then once you are seriously interested, you can join. And meanwhile, if you want to join, sir, I'm not able to participate in offline. Can I join through online? Yes. Since it is hybrid mode, you can join through online also. You are most welcome to join online. And regarding the chairperson, Fazil, the Dean Faculty of Arts and Culture, will be the chairperson, followed by the convener is there, coordinator is there, organizing secretaries are there from both India as well as Sri Lanka. So we have the committee members from India, Dr. Vasu sir, Annette ma'am, Bishal sir, IQC coordinator from Southfield College, Darjeeling, followed by Binoy sir, he's an assistant professor, and he's from Darjeeling, and Brian sir from Department of Sociology, and he's the head of the department. And the conference secretariat for Sri Lanka is Mr. Nijamit. And for international conference secretariat for India is myself, Bennett. And regarding the trip, if you want to come to Sri Lanka, kindly requesting you to contact Dr. Vasudevan, Dr. Marimuthu, or Gautam, or Mrs. Ranjitam, or Mr. Divakar, Dr. Shivakumar, or Mr. Rajshekhar. And here we have links for online registration, for offline registration, for joining our WhatsApp group. All the details we have given very clearly. So if you want to join as a collaborator, if you want to join as a coordinator, you are most welcome. We will be sending you the collaboration link. We will be sending you the coordinator link, and all the participants will be receiving the hard copy of the certificates once the presentation is done. And again, there is no fee for physically challenged. And we can proudly say this is the first event. We have more than 20 people from person with disability category.
So this is a great moment for me. It's really, I was happy, and that really that we have done somewhat succeeded in our level. So we are really happy again and again for the people who have what was that who have participated from various level. And for this international conference also, there is no fee for physically challenged. You might ask a question, sir, why, sir, you are not taking money from the physically challenged people? Since I am from the physically challenged domain, when I was doing my PhD, I used to ask for fee concession whenever there is a conference. No one gave me any kind of concession while I was going for this conference. I have to pay, even though I am from the economic background form, and nobody is interested to take care of me. So I made a decision. Once time comes, if I became an ordinary secretary, I never ever charge any money to anyone for the particularly from the physically challenged department, right? And I have succeeded so far. I have organized 7 international events, and all those international events we never charged even single rupees from this kind of category people, because they also need to come to the mainstream. Okay, and we are checking with the FDP's what was the feedback, and you have done justice, and even we also have done justice. And many people told me that the event started at right time and they ended at right time. Yes, this is our duty and responsibility to take care of everyone. And yes, we have succeeded. Sincere thanks to Dr. Kesam Shubarani ma'am. And whenever I used to organize an event, if I call for collaboration, the people from Manipur, if I ask them to jump from Himalaya, definitely they will jump without any hesitation, because these people are seriously amazing for the hard work. Because when I was when I was appointed as a resource person from ICSSR to take care of 2 days international what was that workshop in Manipur, when I was going to Manipur, there was a heavy firing, and I never bothered about that. I went to Manipur and took a class for all the 2 days, and we enjoyed a good session there. From that moment onwards till now, we have been traveling for 2 years successfully. And all the people, not only Subbarani ma'am alone, my loving sister Roshni ma'am is there, Janita ma'am is there, Sharda ma'am is there, and what was that? Amubi ma'am is there. All the faculties from Manipur. Sincere thanks to everyone for being the part and part of this event. I am sorry that I am not able to circulate your brochure widely, since you came for the collaboration at the neck of the moment. And sincere thanks to Darjeeling authorities, and you have done a lot of help for us, and you have taken care of our accommodation in Darjeeling, and you have done you have helped me a lot while for organizing each and everything in a systematic way. And I have to thank Dr. Vasu Devan sir, IIDM secretary, general manager, and he has done everything in a perfect way, and he has monitored either the event is going in a proper flow or not. Whenever there's a fault from our end, he never hesitate to scold us. And anyway, even when we are in the right track, he never hesitate us to encourage us also. And apart from everything, we are loving participants, right? And you think that Bennett is good, Bennett had a big team, Bennett had a great team. Without you people, we are nothing. That I can tell at anywhere, at any stage, because my audience are my assets, my participants are my assets. Whenever I used to organize any kind of event, and you used to support me, and you used to come to the event, and yes, and whenever we used to send, whenever I used to give you instructions, even though I'm a junior to you, sub-junior to you, but many of my senior faculty members also used to, what was that, respect my words, and many people used to take notes. That made me really happy, because it's a 30-hour class for the 15 days. My entire team members from Manipur, from Darjeeling, from Tamil Nadu, the entire team members, none of us went anywhere. So we all were sitting in front of the laptop. I was sitting in desktop and taking care of online sessions in laptop, and taking care of admitting people through phone. So it is only for the development of each and every faculty members. Because previously when faculty asked me, sir, you are organizing various methodology workshops, sir, why can't you organize a faculty development program? So suddenly we start off writing a proposal, and we thought of preparing a syllabus, and we succeeded that, and that success shows 200 participants. Okay, so dear participants, without you that we are nothing. It is not about we are organizing. Anybody will organize. Earlier, nobody knows how to organize. Now everyone knows how to organize. Anybody can organize, anybody can run the show, but without my audience, the actor is nothing. Similarly, without my loving participants, my dear loving students, my dear faculty members, my elders, every one of you, sincere thanks from the bottom of my heart. And definitely regarding your certificates, many people have either technical issue. We know that, particularly people from Manipur, Nagaland, Guwahati, what was the Tripura, you are having a technical issue. We understand the concept. Definitely, we will be sending you a certificate for sure. Today we will be sending you what was that? Earlier we have sent all the recordings in the group. Today I will be sending you all the recordings in the mail also, so that you can keep it for your further studies. I'm not going to delete any of the videos as like other agencies. Okay, if for other agencies, they will be giving you access to only for 1 week, only for 1 month. I'm not doing as a commercial one. वही तो commercial नहीं है. So I'm not never ever going to block as well as delete any of the videos. You can enjoy all those videos whenever you want. You can take care of. We could download. I gave the options to download also. You can download the videos. You can develop your research knowledge as much as you can. Regarding your certificates, we will be giving you soft copy as well as we will be giving you the hard copy of the certificates. Yes, and I'm expecting the same. What was that collaboration? You can collaborate with your department level. You can collaborate with your college level. And regarding the coordinator, you can coordinate with your department level as well as individual level. All the coordinator will receive international coordinator certificate, which will help in developing your individual profile. Whereas all the collaborators will be receiving international collaboration that will be helpful for NAC purpose as well as what was that IQAC purpose. Okay, so everything will be done. What was that? Top to bottom will be taken care very clearly, and all the news will be shared authentically. There is no hide and seek game here. So we are talking everything deliberately. So nothing will be done behind the screen. Everything will be done before the screen. With this few note, let me thank the entire team, and I have to thank the technical team also, Divakar, and the entire team from Sri Lankan authorities, and Rajshekhar and Subbarani ma'am, Roshni ma'am, Pramodini ma'am, and all the team who was working with me for day and night. And sincere thanks to Vishal sir, Binoy sir, for working from Darjeeling, and Vatu sir for working from Tamil Nadu. So with this few note, let me thank each and everyone. And yes, and India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. We will say it's a pledge. Not only India is my country, all the brothers and sisters are belongs to us, because we are united not as a Indian, we are united as a humanitarian, right? So let the humanity will spread everywhere. May God bless everyone. Let us see in the one more beautiful session in the upcoming days. Thank you so much. Now let me invite two people, one male participant, one female participant, to give the feedback, either it is positive or negative. The theory which is highly criticized will be highly valid. So we are ready to accept the negativity also. And if there's any positive suggestions also, please let us know. And then we can wind up.
Thank you, Dr. Minayak. Estimate participation, only creating welcome postgraduate unit, Southeastern University. May 2021 symposium, Columbus City, airport to Columbus City, 28 kilometer only, half an hour travel. Nice program, 2 days, May 28th, 21st. Welcome.
Yes, thank you, sir. Now I need one person, one male participant and female participant, to talk about the feedback, please.
A very good evening, respected Bennett sir, and to everyone present.
Yes,
My
very
name
good
is
evening,
Trishana
ma'am.
Gurung, and I am a student pursuing Masters in Southfield College, Darjeeling. So this was the very first research program which I had attended, and personally and very genuinely, I would like to say that this research program has been awesome, and it has become more beautiful than was expected. I got to learn about the research perspectives from so many honorable persons, that too in offline as well as online mode. It was really great meeting you and your team personally in our college. And we feel really blessed and lucky that our college faculty has also done a great deal in engaging in this research and organizing everything. So in the future also, I would like to have myself attending such beautiful lectures, which have not only enriched our knowledge, but also molded us into good citizens of our country, so that we can work together in future and contribute towards this field of research. Thank you so much, sir, for everything. And there are no negative feedbacks from my side.
Good evening, sir, and dear participants. My name is K. Rosniwala Devi from Manipur. I would like to say something about this 15 days international faculty development. Sir, it was very awesome and amazing sessions. All resource persons had gave thoughtful and resourceful ideas and insightful things. So I think this is a successful faculty development program. Excuse me. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
I thought all are keep quiet. So
I think it's better to be video on so that we can see.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Yeah, it is beautiful session. All resource persons had given lots of knowledge. We learned lots of things from this 15 days faculty international faculty program. This much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for the feedback. Yes, dear participants,
Hello.
thank you so much.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Just the last note of feedback. No, it's not feedback. It is actually a congratulated note for conducting such an awesome and a very broad perspective sessions on all these 15 days. I have attended quite many sessions and conferences, online, offline. I myself have been part of it also. But the sessions that were designed in these particular 15 days for the FDI were very, very excellently drafted, as well as very, very importantly lined up. The sequencing also was very, very connective. So it took us from query till the conclusion of our research theory. So indeed a wonderful team, and indeed a very insightful committee. And at the same time, all the participants that were there, which were very alert, interactive, and raised queries beyond any doubts. That was highly commendable in a two-way learning and unlearning procedures that happened in these 15 days. Being from Ahmedabad, Gujarat, I definitely would always want to be part of, and I look forward, and along with me, I'm sure that many of us would look forward to contributing even a little bit, even though if it is hybrid or online, looking forward to be a part of the Sri Lankan conference that you're holding. So thank you so much. And each and every one of you have been very approachable. I have only approached one person, that is Mr. Bennett. So thank you so much for being giving and sharing a prompt response. And all the sessions post shares, videos are definitely very insightful. And this has been something very, very,
Ma'am, your mic got muted.
Ma'am, you're not audible, ma'am. Vasundhara, ma'am, yes, now audible.
Sorry.
Yes, now you're audible.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, my last notes were that all the shares post each session, that is the PPT and the videos that you've shared, they were so clear and easy to be referred to. In fact, this is very rare that, such insightful sessions are shared in complete openness. So I regard this as a very, not an humble, but a very carefree organization and endeavor by the committee and all the masterminds. So keep doing the best that you have done, and hearing the latest about even the sensitivity towards the non-privileged or the disabled. It definitely gives an awe of respect to all of you. So keep up your good work, and from all of us, all the best for Sri Lanka and many more such conferences and endeavors by all of you. Thank you so much.
Yes. So with this few note, let me
Good evening,
conclude
sir.
my speech by saying thank you. Yes, last one. Sandeep sir, yes, please, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening,
yeah.
Bennett, sir.
Yes, Sandeep sir.
Actually, I have some feedback also. The conference, this 15 days were excellent. but I would like you to have some conferences on quantitative also. And in particular, like we had this time the NVivo sessions. So in quantitative, we can have those things on SPSS also. That is a very useful tool actually for researchers.
Yes, thank you so much, Sandeep Sharma sir. Actually, the proposal is ready. The next proposal is
Okay,
ready for
thank you so
quantitative
much.
research.
Thank you.
We will be doing
And
that on July, sir. In the month of
right.
July, we thought
Yeah.
of organizing. After Sri Lanka, the
Right.
month of June, the college will restart in India. So July,
Right.
we thought of organizing quantitative research along with SPSS, sir.
That
10
would
days
be
international
fantastic.
event, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Other
Thank you.
than that, it was very good, and you were absolutely cooperative, amazing. Other than this, because whatever problems we had, I used to sincerely, mark them on your WhatsApp personally also sometime. So, but your feedback, your action on those were very positive, and I'm thankful to all the faculties. It was excellent. 15 days were very good learning experience for all of us. And definitely in future, we would be part of other conferences also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes. So with this few note, let us come to the conclusion because I have taken your 12 minutes of time. As per the concern, I have to complete by 8 o'clock. Let us wind up now. See you in Sri Lanka. If not, we can see you on the online mode of Sri Lanka. Thank you so much.